patrol duty.
1 West 182, 1 West 182.
Ready for action.
Yes, ma'am. Wanted to let you know we are en route. Also, you have a 10830 Nottingham.
Operator? Going to the incident.
Did multiple tickets. We're getting a...
Ready for action. Roger.
Operator? Going there. Operator? On my way.
Yes, ma'am. Wanted to let you know we are en route. Also, you have a 10830 Nottingham.
Reporting. Roger. Reporting 10-4. We found the subject. Going there.
Operator?
Roger.
Ready for action.
Reporting.
What's
Operator?
the one?
Starting chase.
Going there. Standing by. Awaiting orders.
What unit?
631.
Ready for action. Going to the incident.
Returning to base.
Sorry,
19.
In pursuit.
Awaiting orders.
Copy. Thank you, sir.
Case resolved.
Operator?
Receiving. Police assistance ready for action.
10-4.
6 out of 1.
Awaiting orders.
Did multiple tickets. We're getting a...
Operator?
Case resolved. 10-4.
Returning to base.
Awaiting orders.
We need police assistance. We found it on site. Receiving. Awaiting further orders.
Receiving. Roger.
Multiple tickets. We're
10-4.
getting a...
Awaiting orders. Going to the incident. Standing by. On my way.
Order called off.
Receiving.
Search complete. Receiving. Going there. Police transport needed. We need a medic here.
We'll get them.
Roger. On my way. Standing by. Reporting.
We need an ambulance here.
Going back to reporting. Going to the incident. Awaiting orders. Going to the incident. Operator?
Receiving.
On the way to the hospital.
413, we're with them.
We need a
We found the
medic here.
subject. 40-55 medium.
Returning to base. Going there.
And for witness.
Going there.
Did multiple tickets. We're getting a...
Standing by.
Awaiting orders.
Receiving.
Awaiting orders. On my way.
Receiving.
Operator? Standing by.
Reporting.
Standing by.
Going there. 23.
On my way. Reporting.
Requesting
On
support.
my way.
We need an ambulance
Case
here.
resolved.
Paramedics needed. Order called off. Possibly suspect information.
Operator? Awaiting further orders. On my way. Operator? Roger. Standing by.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Roger.
Going there. Operator? Starting chase.
Towards row 11.
Clear. 23.
Lieutenant, that's in Route 1921.
Duncan, they're all 30.
40-55. Reinforcements reporting for duty. Receiving. And for witness. On my way.
Operator?
Suspects in custody. Requesting transport.
Roger.
Ready for action. 4.
Reporting. Roger.
Ready for action. Search complete. Going there.
Requesting medical assistance.
Get rid of that one.
Reporting. On my way.
Police transport. Requesting police unit. Going back to base.
Going there.
Going to the hospital. Awaiting orders.
Requesting immediate transport to the
Returning
hospital.
to base. Standing by. Ready for action. Sir, we can't do it.
The entire thing and possibly suspect
Receiving.
information.
We'll get them.
Going back to base.
Going there. Returning to base.
On my way.
We're done here. Starting chase.
We need an ambulance here.
Going to the incident.
Standing by.
10-4. Awaiting further orders.
At a
Returning to base.
Going to the hospital.
The entire thing and possibly suspect information.
Ready for next case.
Going there.
Ready for next case. Returning to base. Standing down.
Awaiting further order.
10-4.
Going there. Awaiting further order.
Real loud, but it's enter. Okay.
What unit?
Going there.
Roger.
1920.
Ready for next case.
Get rid of that one.
Ready for action. Roger.
413, we're with them.
Going there. Standing by.
AMR and first responder.
Going there.
10-4.
Station 1.
Going there.
Station will be at the 42nd Street Oyster Bar.
Going out on patrol.
1431.
Awaiting orders.
Station 1 needs you to go to...
Receiving.
Receiving.
17. I'm sorry, 1918.
Awaiting orders. Roger.
Station 1 needs you to go to...
Returning to base. Ready for action. Sir, that is not possible.
Operator, going there.
Case resolved.
10-4. Returning to base.
Operator, on my way.
10-4, Ava, Brian Diaz out of high.
Operator.
Got a deal, select one.
Standing by. Ready for action. Going there. Receiving. 10-4.
Reporting.
112, what's your emergency?
There's fire in the woods!
Put it out.
I have nothing to put it out with!
Where are you?
I'm in the woods! Haven't moved far!
Could you be more precise about the location?
I guess you could localize it by the smoke, but it's quite near... I think you should send someone!
I'll send the fire brigades immediately.
Thanks! Receiving.
10-4, Ava, Brian Diaz out of
Operator?
On my way.
Awaiting orders.
Case resolved.
Station 1
Awaiting orders.
Returning to base. Operator.
Awaiting orders. Receiving. Roger.
413, we're with them.
Reporting.
Requesting a fire team. Going there.
We're done here.
Going there.
Awaiting orders.
Requesting a fire team.
631.
Going there. Order called off.
6 out of 1.
Operator.
Awaiting further orders. Going there.
Operator.
Operator. 10-4.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello? I believe I saw the killer.
Where?
She's just sitting at the table.
What's the address?
I believe you should hurry. She doesn't seem like she's planning to stay for long.
What is she doing?
She's just having a cup of herbal tea. Is that relevant?
I'm sending the police immediately. Stay calm, ma'am. Don't let her know she's been spotted.
Sure, thank you. Goodbye.
10-4, hey, can you then let her...
Receiving.
Roger.
Awaiting orders. Roger.
Ready for action. Roger. Receiving.
Suspects awaiting transport.
We're done here.
Water tank empty.
Ready for action.
Starting chase.
Reporting. Roger. Returning to base.
Ready for next case.
Receiving. 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 Going to the incident.
Copy, thank you, sir. Stung by Stingray. Rescue 61, engine 61.
Receiving.
Did multiple tickets will get
Receiving.
10-4 Ava, Brian Diaz out of Huntington Park. Valid deal, somebody for one. Going out on patrol.
On my way.
10-4. 10-4.
10-4.
Yes, ma'am.
Going there.
No, we are en route. Also, you have
Operator,
a
we're out of water.
10-830 Nottingham.
We need a medic here.
Going back to base. Reporting. We're done here.
Copy. All units are up.
Ready for action.
We are out of water.
Yes, ma'am. Wanted to let you know we are en route. Also, you have
Ready for action. On my way.
10-830 Nottingham.
Reporting.
Ready for next case.
Operator.
Requesting a fire team.
Operator, we'll get them.
10-5 Unica.
Operator.
64, no copy.
Ready for action. Returning to base.
Going there.
Cover, sir. 17. Sorry, 19.
Standing by.
Roger. 10-4.
1499, what you want to put?
In pursuit.
10-4.
Yes, ma'am. Wanted to let you know we are en route. Also, you have a 10-830
Fire engine needed.
Nottingham.
Awaiting further orders.
On my way.
Reporting for duty.
What unit?
Operator.
11, what's
Receiving.
Ready for action.
What unit?
Operator.
Operator. Going there. Reporting. Ready for action. Reporting. 10-4.
Receiving.
Requesting fire brigade.
11. Copy. All units are up.
Search complete.
Receiving. Going to the incident. On my way.
Water tank empty. Operator, on my way.
Going back to
Case
base.
resolved. 10-4. Operator. On my way. Going to the incident.
Awaiting orders. On my way.
Units went 1 West 182, 1 West 182.
Awaiting orders.
11, what's the warrant?
Receiving. Roger.
Requesting fire brigade.
10-4.
I got you covered, sir.
Awaiting further orders. On my way.
Ready for action. In pursuit.
Standing by. 10-4. Reporting. Starting chase. On my way. Awaiting further orders.
Awaiting orders.
Case resolved.
Going there.
The entire thing and possibly some.
Awaiting further orders.
10-4.
Case resolved.
On my way.
10-4. 10-4.
We're done here.
We found the sun. On my way.
10-5 Unica.
We're done here.
We're done
Alright,
here.
I need units.
We're done
1
here.
West 182, 1
Patrolling.
Going there.
This is command. Go ahead, headquarters on time 18. Patrolling.
Reporting. It is too risky in this weather. It is too risky in this weather.
We can't do that. The weather is too bad.
Receiving. Clear. 23.
Roger.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. 10-4.
Receiving. 10-4.
6 Adam 1.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders. Going there.
Going there. Awaiting orders.
Receiving. Going to the incident. Operator, ready for action.
Operator.
Ready for action. 6-1, engine 6-1.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello? I'm at
3474 Timberlake Drive.
I was just about to start my car, and I saw this man's poured something all over this wooden building, and oh, he started a fire.
Can you see this person right now?
Yes,
Is anyone inside?
I don't know. It seems deserted, but the fire.
I'm sending the emergency services to your location.
Thank you. They better get here fast. He's getting away.
Just wait for emergency services to arrive, okay? Don't go near the fire.
Of course, I won't. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
We're done
We
here.
are en route. Also, you have a 10-830
Roger.
Nottingham.
Ready for action. Requesting medical assistance. Going back to
Ready
base.
for action. On my way.
I'll got you covered, sir.
Standing by.
Awaiting further orders. Going there.
Requesting fire
Can't proceed
brigade.
because of the weather.
My partner and I are
Search
taking care of that
complete.
earlier.
Going to the incident. Returning to base.
Requesting police unit.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Ready for next case. Going out on patrol.
Order called off. Going back to base. Going there.
Operator?
Receiving. 10-4.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello! We're trapped, and we don't know what to do.
Why don't you call your parents?
I tried. They're unavailable.
Where are you?
I don't know exactly. Somewhere near the biggest park in the city.
What happened?
We wanted to hunt some ladybugs, and we got lost, and...
Are you trapped by the storm?
Yes, we are. What should we do?
Keep away from any trees or tall objects. They might attract lightning. You need to do a squat. Keep your feet together as close as possible.
Okay. Should I do anything else?
Turn your phone off. It might attract lightning.
If you say so, mister. Thank you.
Returning to base.
We need an ambulance here.
Requesting immediate transport to the hospital.
Receiving.
Requesting support.
Going there. We need an ambulance here. Paramedics needed.
Going there.
Awaiting orders. On my way.
Medical transport needed.
Receiving.
Reporting.
Injured on site. Paramedics needed. Ready for action.
Going to the incident.
Receiving. Going there.
Receiving.
Injured on site. Paramedics needed. 10-4. Going back to
On
base.
my way.
Awaiting further orders.
Receiving. Roger. Case resolved. Ready for next case. Ready for
Requesting
action.
medical assistance.
We found them.
Going there.
Search complete.
Awaiting orders. Going there.
We're done
We
here.
need a
We need a
medic
medic
here.
here. Starting chase. Awaiting orders. Going to the incident.
Operator.
Receiving. On my way. impossible due to the weather conditions. Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready for action.
Returning to base.
We'll get them.
We're done here.
Receiving. We're done here. Reporting. We'll get them.
10-4.
Ready for next case. On my way. Ready for action. Going to the incident.
Reporting. Roger.
Receiving.
Operator. Roger.
We're done here.
Reporting. Receiving.
Reporting. Paramedics
Awaiting orders.
Operator, going there.
Standing by. Injured on site. Paramedics needed.
reporting. Roger.
Awaiting orders.
10-4.
Reporting.
Returning to base. Starting patrol duties. We found case resolved.
Going back to base.
On my way.
Standing by.
We have an aggressive
Going
individual
there.
here.
Going to the incident.
Receiving.
Standing by.
Standing by. Police transport needed. Operator?
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders. Starting chase.
Ready for action. On my way.
Awaiting orders.
Standing by.
10-4.
Case resolved.
Roger. Going to the incident.
Operator, on my way.
Returning to base.
Going
We
there.
have an aggressive individual here.
We're done here.
Roger. Police assistance is required. We need a medic here.
Returning to base. Awaiting further orders.
Going back to base.
Going there. Going there. Awaiting orders.
Patrolling. Impossible due to the weather conditions. We can't do that. The weather is too bad.
Case resolved.
Going back to base.
This is command. Go ahead, headquarters on tag 18.
Patrolling.
Ready for action.
Roger.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Ready for action. Going there. We'll get them. We have an aggressive individual here.
Reporting.
Requesting medical assistance.
Reinforcements reporting for duty. Reporting. Ready for action. Going back to base.
Going back to base. Awaiting orders. We can't go there now.
Reporting.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello. I think I saw the killer. You know, the killer.
Miss, where are you?
I'm walking down.
17 Sacramento Drive.
She's a fast walker. Hurry.
The police are on their way.
I know. I wish it was already over.
Roger. Ready for action.
Awaiting orders.
We need police assistance. We need a medic here. We're done here. Operator? Going to the incident. 10-4. Receiving.
We need more water.
10-4.
Standing by.
Receiving.
Operator? On my way. We're done here. Found them. Roger.
Ready for next
Going to the hospital.
Requesting support.
We're done here.
Ready for action. On my way.
Awaiting orders. On my way.
Ready for action. Going there.
Going there.
Awaiting orders.
This is 112. How can I help you?
Help! I'm locked! Can't leave! Help! I'm terrified!
Are you trapped by the storm?
I need help!
I know. How can I help?
Open the door! I want to get inside!
Is there an antenna on that roof?
Yes!
Are there any tall buildings around?
Yes! Around 200 meters from here!
Sir, you're safe then. The probability of you getting struck is almost zero.
Okay! Get out!
Going there.
Ready for next case.
Negative.
Reporting. On my way.
Operator, starting chase. Going there.
Awaiting order. Going there.
Ready for action.
Receiving.
Receiving. On my way.
Awaiting orders. On my way.
Operator? On my way.
Awaiting orders.
Receiving. Going there.
Operator? Operator? Receiving. Requesting fire. Bricks are under attack. Awaiting further orders. Awaiting further orders. Going to the incident. Awaiting orders. 10-4. 10-4. On my way. Operator? We need an ambulance injured on site. Paramedics needed.
Case resolved. We've found the
Surge
subject.
10-4.
Standing down. 10-4.
We're done here.
Returning to base.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello. I'd like to report a missing person.
Okay, who's missing?
My father.
Where did you last see them, ma'am?
In the garden.
71 Casper Way.
But we have no fence. It's connected to a forest. He could get lost.
Why did you let him go for a walk during a storm?
He said he'd left his book on the bench.
Doesn't he answer his phone?
He left his phone at home.
I'll send someone to look for him.
Thank you.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll find him.
Thank you, sir. I'll be waiting for the updates.
Going there. Awaiting further
On
orders.
my way.
Going there. Awaiting orders.
Ready for next case.
Reporting. We'll get them. Reporting. Going to the incident. Awaiting orders. Going there. Ready for action. On my way. Awaiting further orders.
On my way. Awaiting orders.
We
On
found
my
them.
way.
Standing by.
fired. Suspect in custody. Waiting going to the incident.
10-4.
Lead on board.
Awaiting further orders.
We found the
Roger.
subject. Awaiting orders. Standing by. Roger. Standing by. Going back to base.
Going back to
In
base.
pursuit.
Negative.
Operator, starting chase. Going there.
Ready for action.
Awaiting further orders.
Going there. Roger. 10-4.
Reporting. We're done here. Receiving. Going there. Returning to base.
Standing down.
Ready for action. Going there.
Roger.
Injured on site. Paramedics needed.
Awaiting further orders.
Going there.
Case resolved. On my way. Ready for next case.
Going there.
On my way. Ready for next case. Going there.
Standing by.
Awaiting orders. Going there. Going there.
Operator, on my way.
On the way to the hospital.
Awaiting further orders. Standing down.
Station will be in 42nd Street, Oysterport.
Going out on patrol.
Ready for action.
Going to the incident.
Operator, on my way.
Awaiting orders. On my way. Reporting.
Ready for action. Roger.
Ready for action. Going to the incident.
Fire engine needed.
Receiving.
Reporting. In pursuit.
Standing by. Roger. Operator. We'll get them.
Receiving. 10-4.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello, this is the principal of...
54 Chaffee High School.
I would like to report a gas leak.
Is anybody hurt?
I think not. Something needs to be done, though.
You should evacuate the school, sir.
It's already done. We need help from the professionals to take care of the gas leak.
Don't worry, I'll send someone.
Thank you. We're waiting.
Ready for the next
Going
phase.
there. Returning to base.
Sir, that is not
Roger.
possible.
Requesting police unit. Going back to base.
Operator,
Ready for next case.
reporting. Starting chase.
We're done here.
Standing down.
We found them. Ready for action. Standing by. Going there. Going to the incident.
Going there.
Awaiting orders. 10-4.
Going there.
10-4.
We're done here.
112, what's your emergency?
Hey, I want to report an accident.
What happened?
I drove into a tree.
Do you know where you are?
Somewhere around...
Did you set the warning triangle?
No, I didn't.
Put up the warning triangle 30 to 50 meters behind where the accident occurred, okay?
Jeez, what a storm! Okay, I have it. Done. All set up.
Perfect. Stay in the car and wait.
Okay, I'll wait.
Fire engine needed.
Awaiting orders.
Case resolved.
Ready for next case. Going there.
Receiving.
Reporting.
10-4.
Surge going to the incident. Case resolved. In pursuit. Standing by.
We're done here.
Ready for action.
Returning to base.
Going out on patrol.
Returning to base. 10-4. Awaiting orders.
On my way.
Awaiting further orders. That is not possible.
Awaiting further orders.
Awaiting further orders. Going to the incident.
Ready for action.
Operator, going there. Case resolved.
Standing down.
Operator, in pursuit.
We can't do that. The weather is too bad.
Receiving.
Roger.
Receiving. Going to the incident.
Reporting. Roger. Receiving. Roger.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Ready for action.
Awaiting further order. Going there. Returning to base.
Receiving.
Returning to base. On my way. Going back to base.
Awaiting orders.
We found the
We need an ambulance here. Medical assistance.
Awaiting further orders. Operator.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Receiving.
We're done here.
10-4.
Requesting backup. We're done here.
On my way.
Medical transport needed.
Going there.
An officer has been
Medical
shot.
transport needed.
Search complete.
Roger. Ready for action. Roger. Roger.
Returning to base. Roger. Awaiting further orders.
Going there.
10-4.
Returning to base.
On the way to the hospital. On my
Going
way.
to the hospital.
Requesting medical assistance.
On my way. Going
need an
back to
ambulance
base.
here.
Returning to
Paramedics
base.
needed.
Standing down.
Station will be at the 42nd Street Oyster Bar.
Going out on patrol.
413, we're with them.
Operator?
Can I advise AMR and first responder?
Receiving.
Reporting.
Ready for action. Roger. Operator?
Copy, thank you, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Stung by a stingray. Rescue 61, engine 61.
Injured on board.
Reporting.
Reporting. Starting chase.
Going out on patrol.
We'll get them. Route 19,
Receiving.
Roger.
This is the air traffic controller from the international airport. A plane is about to make an emergency landing in a few minutes.
What happened?
The landing gear is not working.
What kind of plane is that? How many passengers are there?
It's not large, but there's about 100 people on board.
What kind of help do you need?
We need to secure the landing site. Some people might get seriously injured. There will be a lot of people panicking, too.
What entrance should we use to access the airport?
You should send the units to
1787 Western Lane.
Okay, I'm sending all available units. Hold on.
Thank you. Hurry!
64, not gonna be around.
Case resolved.
Did multiple tickets we're getting
Reporting. Going there.
Receiving.
312 en route.
Operator? Going there.
Awaiting orders.
I already took care of that earlier today.
Ready for action.
312
On my way.
Awaiting orders.
Going there.
Copy, thank you, sir.
We're done here.
We need a medic here.
Operator?
Requesting fire brigade.
One on the back.
Operator?
Awaiting orders.
Standing by. 10-4. Ready for next case. Going there.
10-4.
We're under fire. Need backup. We need a medic. Going to the incident.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Returning to base.
10-4.
Awaiting orders. Case resolved.
Copy, thank you, sir.
Ready for next case. Going to the incident.
Medical assistance.
Receiving. On my way.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Operator?
Going there.
Awaiting orders. 10-4.
Try to call back to this firearm job.
Ready for action. Ready for action. Awaiting orders. On my way. Fire engine needed.
Returning to base.
Standing by.
Awaiting orders. Case resolved.
Case resolved.
1499, what you want to put?
Holy shit!
Station 1, lead you to
On my way.
Awaiting further orders.
Going there. Requesting police unit. Awaiting further orders.
Did multiple tickets we're
Ready
getting
for next case.
Reporting. On my way.
Ready for action.
On my way. Going there.
Get rid of that one.
Ready for action. On my way.
6 out of 1.
Operator?
On my way.
14 County 9.
Roger.
We need a medic here.
Standing by.
6 out of 1.
Reporting. Going to the incident. Going there.
Standing down.
Awaiting orders. Fire engine needed.
On my way.
10-8.
Shots fired. Going back to base. We're done here.
Order called off.
Reporting.
Ready for action. On my way.
Operator.
64, not gonna be in route.
Going to the incident. Operator.
Yes, ma'am. One
Reporting.
we are en route. Also, you have
We'll
a
get them.
10
Awaiting
830 Nottingham.
On my way.
Roger. Operator?
Ready for action.
Get rid of that one.
Starting patrol duty.
Multiple tickets will get
Ready for action. Going there. Case resolved.
Awaiting orders.
413, we're with them.
Operator?
Standing by. Operator, on my way.
Sir, the traffic lights are off.
What can we do about it?
We need police to do the traffic management.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Yes, sir.
64, don't help in route.
Going there.
Awaiting further orders. Ready for action. On my way.
Going there.
Ready for action. Going there. Ready for action. Reporting. Going there. Ambulance here.
Ready for next case. Sir, that is not possible.
Going there.
10-4.
Going to the ambulance here.
Requesting
Further
immediate
orders.
transport to the
Ready for
hospital.
On my way.
First responder.
We're done here.
Go.
Going out on patrol. 10-4.
Ready for action.
Standing by.
Ready for next case.
Going there.
101.
We're done here. Returning to base.
Operator,
Already took care of that earlier.
Reporting. Going there.
We're done here. Roger.
We're done here. Going there.
Alright, I need units went 1 West 182.
Awaiting orders.
Receiving. 10-4. Receiving. Roger.
Copy. All units are up.
Receiving. Ready for action.
My partner and I already took care of
Standing
that
by.
earlier today.
Requesting support. Requesting fire brigade.
What's the warrant for?
Fire engine needed. Case resolved.
Reporting.
Going there. Suspect in custody. Requesting transport.
Case resolved.
Ready for action.
Going there. Going back to
We
base.
have an aggressive individual requesting medical transport to the hospital. Ready for action. Going there. Returning
We need
to
a
base.
medic here.
Ready for next case.
Firearms up.
Going
Requesting
in.
medical
Immediate
assistance.
transport to the hospital.
On my way. Going there.
Standing by.
Going there.
We're done here.
Roger.
On my way.
On my way.
Reporting.
I need units
Roger.
west 1 West 182, 1 West 182.
Going back to base.
Try to call back.
Case resolved.
Case resolved. On my way. Roger.
1499.
What's
Medical transport needed. On my way.
10-4.
Roger.
Okay, 1431.
Duncan, they're all 30.
Going to the
We
hospital.
need an ambulance here.
10-4. I have a Brian Diaz of Hines Park. Valid deal. Number 1.
Roger.
Requesting
You
immediate
need
transport to
ambulance
the
here.
hospital.
Firearms up.
Full copy, thank you, sir. 2 times going through.
On the way to the
Medical
hospital.
transport needed.
My partner and I already took care of that earlier today.
10-4.
210, I got you. Route 1921.
Injured on board.
Returning to base.
1431. 10-4. Hey, can you 11? Check.
Awaiting further orders.
10-5 be okay.
Going to the incident.
Standing
Yes,
by.
ma'am. Wanted to let you know we are en route. Also, you have
Receiving.
a 10-830 Nottingham.
Real en route, but it's enter. Thanks.
I got you covered, sir.
Going there.
Sorry,
Standing down.
engine 8. Sim alarm.
Okay, I'm getting a report of the Churchill fire in McDowell and Hillsborough. McDowell and Hillsborough, has that been addressed? Once you can send ASAP to the command post before. Station will be at 42nd Street, Oyster Bar. This is command. Go ahead and headquarters on tag 18. By 200. Have fire shot on division 2. Engine 13 is 4-3. 13 has 09. Copy, they're on the way. Roger 9, can you give me those units again, White? Copy, Lewis, I'm in back.
Route engine 8. Sim alarm.